Memorial Day, we remember of heroes. In honor of Memorial Day weekend, we thought we would tell you about the Freemason behind this national holiday. Originally called Decoration Day from the early tradition of decorating graves with flowers, wreaths, and flags, Memorial Day is a day for remembrance of those who have died in service to our country. It was first widely observed on May 30th, 1868, to commemorate the sacrifices of Civil War soldiers by proclamation of General John Logan. During that first national commemoration, former Union General and Freemason James Garfield made a speech at Arlington National Cemetery, after which 5,000 participants helped to decorate the graves of the more than 20,000 Union and Confederate soldiers who were buried there. This national event galvanized efforts to honor and remember fallen soldiers that began with local observances at burial grounds in several towns throughout the United States. In 1873, New York was the first state to designate Memorial Day as a legal holiday. By the late 1800s, many more cities and communities observed Memorial Day, and several states had declared it a legal holiday. After World War I, it became an occasion for honoring those who died in all of America's wars, and was then more widely established as a national holiday throughout the United States. In 1971, Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act and established that Memorial Day was to be commemorated on the last Monday of May. Memorial Day is commemorated at Arlington National Cemetery each year with a ceremony in which a small American flag is placed on each grave. Traditionally, the president or vice president lays a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. As Americans, we take time to remember the sacrifices of the brave men and women that have served this great country. Now to the man who came up with this great day to honor them. John Alexander Logan was born on February 9, 1826. He studied with his father and with a private tutor, then studied for 3 years at Shiloh College. After the war, Logan graduated from the law department of the University of Louisville in 1851 and practiced law with success. John A. Logan entered politics as a Douglas Democrat, was elected county clerk in 1849, served in the Illinois House of Representatives from 1853 to 1854 and in 1857, and for a time, during the interval, was prosecuting attorney of the 3rd Judicial District of Illinois. In 1858 and 1860, he was elected as a Democrat to the U.S. House of Representatives. In 1853, John A. Logan helped pass a law which prohibited all African Americans, including freedmen, from settling in the state. Very strange, considering he was a Union soldier. He was an American soldier and political leader. He served in the Mexican-American War as a private and became lieutenant in the 1st Illinois Infantry. He was a U.S. congressman for Illinois from 1852 to 1861 until resigning his seat to take part in the Civil War. After fighting at Bull Run, he returned home to organize the 31st Illinois Infantry as its colonel. He rose to the rank of Major General in November of 1862. After the war, he declined an appointment from President Johnson as Minister of Mexico. That might had really changed what happened at the Alamo. Don't forget to check out that episode on the old-fashioned Masonic podcast channel. Logan was elected to the 40th, 41st, and 42nd U.S. Congresses, but before the 42nd Congress could convene, he was elected as a U.S. Senator and served from 1872 to 1877. He was again elected to the Senate in 1879. As one of the founders and the second commander-in-chief of the Grand Army of the Republic, he is regarded as the most important figure in the movement to recognize Memorial Day, originally known as Decoration Day, as an official holiday. John Logan was raised in Mitchell Lodge No. 85 of Pinckneyville, Illinois, and affiliated with Benton Lodge No. 64 in 1851. Brother Logan received his 32nd degree in Oriental Consistory in 1880. He also was exalted in Washington. Chapter number 43, Royal Arch Masons in 1885, as well as being knighted in Chevalier Bayard Commandery No. 52, Knights Templar in 1885. On September 15, 1886, he was elected to receive the 33rd degree, but died on December 26, 1886, before it could be conferred. Logan showed signs of illness when the 49th United States Congress opened its first official session in 1886. By mid-December, Logan's arms swelled and his lower limbs were in pain. After several days of intense discomfort, the ailment subsided. He relapsed a few days later and eventually struggled to maintain consciousness. He died on December 26, 1886. After his death, Logan's body lay in state in the United States Capitol. He was temporarily interred in a vault at Rock Creek Cemetery on December 31, 1886, until he could be reburied in a newly constructed mortuary chapel at the United States Soldiers and Airmen's Home National Cemetery in Washington on December 26, 1888, the second anniversary of his death. What did you think of this episode? Had you ever heard of John Logan? Did you know he was a Freemason? Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Old-Fashioned Masonic podcast.